So, like the Tesla, the Volkswagen will ask you for a monthly subscription to unblock certain features and functions of the car which you have already bought and paid for. This will be the future if this EV net zero nonsense catches on. And we're heading towards a society you will be happy and you own nothing. All the things probably in the future, if they get away with it, you have to rent, like Netflix, Amazon Prime and all these services. But the difference with those two services, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to pay for it. The problem is, with these electric cars, certain services and functions, they will ask you for a monthly inscription, I should say. And the more this will catch on, more will become common. And people don't realise this, because all these problems with the vehicles, Stellantis, other brands, they do it on purpose. To force you to buy an EV. Stellantis already said, what was it, 2.5 billion euros in fines. And they said, if you don't stop with this net zero nonsense, we will start shutting down factories in Italy. But probably this may be a trend which will probably catch on with other manufacturers. Obviously the French and Italian brands in this group, as news say, are going downhill. This is probably due to the mismanagement of managers and CEOs in these companies, and obviously the fact you have issues with these cars of Stellantis. You don't hear nothing positive about them, in sense of all the recalls regarding the wet distribution belt, plus they put a timing chain on it, and the camshaft problems, the oil pump, and all those issues. So now they have seem like a problem of with the fuel injection thing, which loses a certain part of the engine. It goes to show somehow these things are really built really bad, engineered bad, let alone electric cars, which are built pretty bad as well and are very expensive. Here in Italy, they'll be launching the government incentives. If you have EC, which is a type of thing which you do to have benefit of certain public services, have an exemption. I think it's up to €30,000. You have 11,000 to purchase an electric car. Up to €40,000, €9,000 to purchase an electric car. The fact is, new cars are already damn expensive already. And obviously middle class people rather than stick to the old reliable vehicle instead of changing every 5 years a motor vehicle, which used to be like this in the past. The thing is, they should return to make petrol and diesel engines, which most companies are turning back. Yes, some companies, we're launching a new EV. Who's got the money to buy these cars? And in Norway, the price of charging from a public charger has shot up. So those are things in the future to take into account with the EV saga or narrative which they're pushing. They say 2035, petrol and diesel cars, the sale of them will be banned. Well, from here in 10 years, a lot of things could happen, and a lot of things probably won't change. And they'll probably be forcing in Euro 7 and 8, and banning of Euro 5 diesels cars, which cars of 10 years ago, which are pretty good cars. And mind you, they're pushing up the insurance. Been hearing cases here in Italy on old cars. It has a countersense for insurance companies. To repair an old car, you write it off and end the story. You don't have to pay so much money for these sophisticated new cars in EVs, which Anglo-Saxon, some European countries, the insurance brokers have realised, because they're downright expensive to insure and downright expensive to pay them out, because most EV owners don't know. You have an accident and your battery pack is cracked, that has to be replaced. And the insurance company won't cover the costs for that, because they know it's a very expensive part of the vehicle to replace. And they give you how much it's worth the car. Probably it's not worth that much anyway. This is a problem with EVs. Always new models coming out, and cars tend to be obsolete these days, especially the new ones.